What's up, guys? It's Clown Fighter here. Today we're just going to be having a look at the UFC 300 card, guys. This card looks stacked. So I'm just going to go through the card, guys, and I'm going to just do a prediction video, guys. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'll probably not know every single fighter in depth. I have got a broad MMA knowledge. I've got broad MMA knowledge. I've been watching it for over 10 years. So I'll know most of these fighters, but I will tell you some of the fights where I'm kind of like just guessing for the sake of it. It is a stacked card, guys. There's even from the first fight on the card, guys, it starts crazy. You have Deiveson Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt, guys, as the first fight on the card. This could have been a fight night main event if they wanted to. It's that good, guys. These are both former champions, so crazy first fight. The card is looking stacked. I'm gonna go through the entire card. I'll give you my take and who I think is going to win, and we'll just have a look at their records and stuff, and we'll just do like a quick breakdown and analysis. So I'm just going to try and speed through as quick as I can, really. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. So the first fight on the card, as I said, Deiveson Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt. Now it does look like they got Deiveson Figueiredo as the favorite here. Cody Garbrandt, he was good when he was coming up. Now he has been knocked out and finished since then. He has shown signs of like his chin's been deteriorating, but it does look like since his last fight, I think he got a knockout finish. Can't remember who he was against, but he's maybe trying to make a bit of a resurgence. So if we have a look at their stats, let's have a look. So doesn't even give their age, guys. I'm sure Cody Garbrandt is younger. I should put the age there as well. Already had the name and put the age. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go too in depth into everything, bro. Because there's a lot of fights on this card. So what I will do though, guys, I'm just gonna quickly have a look at their records as well, and then give you my take. So Cody Garbrandt is actually 32 years old. And let's have a look at his record. So he lost to TJ, Pedro, Rob Font, Kayla France, and then he's had two wins, guys. So he had a knockout in his last fight, and he beat Trevin Jones. So these are not, I wouldn't say they're any crazy fighters that he's beat, but it's good to see that he's winning. Now if I have a look at Deiveson Figueiredo. Last fight was against Rob Font. Before that, he lost against Brandon Moreno. Won against Brandon Moreno. Oh, he's had 3 fights with Brandon Moreno. Oh, no, he's had 4 fights with Brandon Moreno. This is crazy. Is that serious? That is actually crazy. He had 4 fights with Brandon Moreno back to back. Crazy. I didn't know he had that many fights, guys. I know they had rematches and stuff, but okay, first fight was a draw. How the hell has this guy had 4 fights in a row against one guy? That is, I thought they had 3 fights, guys, not 4. 4 is crazy. So, and it's crazy. He drawed one, he lost one, he won one, and then he lost. Crazy in my opinion. And then he's had his last fight against Rob Font, which is won against decision. Now, these fights he's had with Brandon Moreno, they've been wars, guys. They've been absolute wars. Crazy tear up. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this has put a lot of damage on Brandon Moreno. Deiveson Figueiredo. He's 36, so he's getting there up in age. Cody is the younger fighter. I do believe Cody's chin was deteriorating as well with his when he lost to TJ Pedro. It looked like he showed signs of his chin was just starting to go. But again, you can look at Deiveson Figueiredo. He's much older and he's had like a nasty skit of losses, guys, for a while. So this is going to be a tough one for me to pick. I know Figueiredo is the favorite, and it shouldn't be a tough one. But just want to see who is more active, guys. Rob Font, 2023. So he's only fought twice in 2023, and Cody Garbrandt fought twice as well. It's very tough, guys. Who's fought more recently? They both kind of fought at the same. Wow, guys, this is very difficult for me to pick. I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm leaning towards Cody, guys. Very slightly, guys. But Deiveson Figueiredo should win, guys, based off his skill level. But then again, Cody's younger. He's taken damage before, but it looks like he's trying to research. But again, this guy has got a lot of power. What weight is this? Bantamweight. Bantamweight. Okay. Okay, if I'm going to have to pick, guys, I'm going to go with Cody Garbrandt. And if you want me to pick the method, which, again, me picking the method, guys, this is going to be a long shot. I'll say Cody Garbrandt by decision, guys. I don't think... Yeah, Cody Garbrandt by decision. But again, guys, me picking how they're going to win, that's far-fetched. I just want to pick who's going to win, guys. So I'm just... When I pick how they're going to win, don't go with me with that, guys. That's literally me just trying my best to see who I would pick. So I'd say Cody Garbrandt by decision, but ultimately Cody Garbrandt to win this fight. So next one. Bobby Green versus Jim Miller. Okay, Jim Miller's a veteran of the game. Bobby Green, I think he lost his last fight. So let's just have a quick look at these two. Yeah, he lost to Jalin Turner by knockout, but before that he was on some little bit of a tear. He beat Tony Ferguson, Grant Dawson. Lost to Islam Judover. Lost a bit of a skit. I'm sure he was retired or something, but let's have a look at Jim Miller. Jim Miller. Again, I'm not too familiar with Jim Miller's fights. I think I've seen one or two of them. But again, he's not someone I watch too much. So again, just take my prediction here as with a grain of salt. So actually, to be fair, his record ain't bad, guys. He's fought 1, 2, 3. He's only lost to Alexander Hernandez, and he's actually won 5 fights in the last 3 years. So, and they've been by, I'm sure he's good on this with the submissions. So, oh, it's a tough fight, guys. Tough fight, man. Who's the favorite in this? Let's have a look. They've actually got Bobby Green as the favorite. You see, I want to pick Bobby. Is Bobby a lot younger? If Bobby's a lot younger. Oh, he's 40. 37. Ooh. This is a tough one, guys. If you put a gun to my head, based off the last performance, I know Bobby Green got knocked out viciously. So he's fought twice. Actually, he's fought 4 times in 2023. Okay. Guys, I'm going to go with Bobby Green just based off activity. Jim Miller's got a better record. He's lost less fights, but he hasn't been as active. And Bobby Green's a lot younger. I do believe activity does help. So I'm going to go Bobby Green, guys. And if you want me to pick how, I'll say knockout round. I don't know what round, guys. Just say round 2, stoppage, TKO, Bobby Green. Okay, Jéssica Andrade versus Marina Rodriguez. She's getting up there now, Jéssica Andrade. She was good on her way up, but I do think she's coming towards the tail end of her career. And let's have a look at her record. Marina Rodriguez, Jéssica Andrade. Okay, so Jéssica Andrade I'm gonna have a look at the last 3. Ooh, she's lost the last 3 fights. She's won the last one in 2023. She was active in 2023. She lost by submission, KO submission. Okay, and Jan, Tatiana Suarez, Erin Blanchfield. Okay, Michelle Watterson. Okay, she's got a win over Michelle Watterson. Decision TKO. Okay, if there's more than 2, she's had 2 fights. So Jéssica Andrade has been way more active. She's more of a wrestler, picks you up, throws you in the ground. Has she lost to submission before? It doesn't look like she's got a bad submission game. And guys, again, I'm not the most familiar with these fighters as of right now. I know Jéssica Andrade a lot more, but if I had to pick, What's the age? 32. She's still quite young, to be fair. Okay, I'm going to go with Jéssica Andrade, guys. And I say it's a difficult one, but I'm just going to go with Jéssica Andrade. And if you can ask me how, I'm going to say 3rd round stoppage, TKO. Okay, so that one's done. Let's have a look at Jalin Turner versus Renato Moicano. So Jalin Turner is the guy that beat Bobby Green, which I was showing earlier. Renato Moicano, he's good at the stand-up game, to be honest. He's got good submissions as well. He's probably got better submissions than Jalin Turner, much more better on the ground. Now, he's a long limb fighter. They both have long limbs. He's way taller, 6'3", keeps the distance, keeps the range, likes to poke, likes to prod, but he's not as good as on the ground from what I'm seeing. Now, Moicano can stand up as well. He's got decent stand-up. I would say above decent stand-up, but his ground game is where he may get the win. So, I'm going to have a quick look at their records. Alright, so let's have a look at their record. So Jalin Turner beat Bobby Green. Before that, he lost to Dan Hooker decision, lost to Garbrandt as well by decision. But before that, he was on a tear, so he has been active. He's probably the younger one, 28. Renato Moicano's 34. Okay, Renato, he's got good submissions. He didn't fight in 2023, fought in February of 2024. This is a hard one to pick, guys. I'm going to go for a wild pick here, guys. You see, I so much want to say Renato Moicano by submission, but I do believe Jalin Turner would have learned a little bit more now from his losses. I think he would have improved. You know what? I'm going to go Jalin Turner, guys, and I'm going to say he's going to knock Renato Moicano out in round 2. Even though I do believe Renato Moicano's got a chance to take him down and submit him, I'm going to go Jalin Turner. I think he's got better stand-up as well, but yeah, that's going to be my pick. Okay, guys, I'll be honest, I don't know too much about these guys. I know this guy is like more of an upcoming guy. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the records and then I'll give you my take. Alright, so he's won his last 2 fights and they were all in 23. KO submission, and Sodiq Yusuff lost his last fight to Edson Barboza by decision. So that's not... Edson Barboza is like up there in the division. He's a legend in the game, so can't really say he's lost to anyone. Shit, Arnold Allen again is up there in the division. He's an upcoming contender. You can't really say anyone shit. And he's losing to decision by these guys. So Diego Lopes is fighting much less competition. But again, guys, I don't have too much knowledge based on these guys, so this pick's just going to be a bit of a wild pick. I'm going to go with... Ooh, they're both similar ages as well. Has he got any submission wins, Sodiq Yusuff? Yeah, he's got 1 submission win. Does Diego Lopes have more submission wins though? Nah, well, it's like, meh. Tough one. I'm going to go with Sodiq Yusuff, guys, and I'm going to say by decision. Alright, Holm versus Kayla Harrison. Okay, Kayla Harrison, I believe, is coming from Bellator or PFL. So she's just joining the UFC. And Holm, she's been there for a while. I'm sure she's up there in age now. Holm, she's probably like 40 something. So not really looking too good just by the age. But the thing I know about this fight, guys, is it was made at a weight where 135 pounds. So I know Kayla Harrison usually fights at 145, I believe. So she's had to drop her weight down to see if she can make that weight. Holm. Last fight was 2023, no contest. Before that, Yana Santos. And then, yeah, she's been on a bit of a skit. So Holm must be up there in age, man. 42, oh shit. And I'm sure Kayla Harrison's more of like a wrestling type of fighter. Yeah, oh, well, she was in the PFL for a while and she only lost 1 fight by decision. Before that, though, she was actually winning all her fights, guys. fucking hell, this is a tough one. Oh, I haven't seen Kayla Harrison fight, man, too much, if I'm being honest. So, literally, based off me not seeing too much of her fight, I know how I'm familiar with Holly Holm, and this is a new weight for her. So I'm gonna go Holly Holm, guys. And even though she's older, how much older though? Oh, she's a lot older. She's like 10 years younger. Oh, fuck that. Then, you know what, guys? I'm gonna go with man. The only reason I'm gonna switch it now is because of the age, guys. It's like 9 or 10 years difference now. Holly Holm's a fighter who stands on the outside and uses her kicks, legs, and keeps it at a distance. But when you get older, guys, it should slow down in theory. And if Kayla Harrison does end up taking Holly Holm down, then I think it's a wrap. She's usually got a good takedown defense though, but I'm gonna go Kayla Harrison, man. I wanted to pick Holly Holm, but it's just the age for me, guys. And yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Kayla Harrison. Oh shit, we got Aljamain Sterling on this card versus Calvin Kattar. Guys, this card is crazy, man. I didn't know we had these fighters on there. So Calvin Kattar versus Sterling. I'm not going to look at the records now, guys. I'm just going to go straight into who I think is going to win, man. Okay. I may look at the records, to be honest, but Calvin Kattar and Aljamain Sterling, who have they fought last, man? Let's have a look. Calvin Kattar. I'm familiar with both these guys. I've definitely seen their fights, a lot of them, to be fair. Calvin Kattar is one of those slick boxers, guys. He got pieced up by Max Holloway. But other than that, he's been good. And who has he been fighting? He's been fighting killers, to be fair. He fought Max Holloway, killer. Giga, I can't pronounce his name, but Giga, this geezer here, he was a good stand-up, beat him. Josh Emmett, Josh Emmett's got power, guys. Arnold Allen is up there. He lost by knee injury to that. Okay, and that was all in 2022. Oh, so he hasn't been active. Aljo's probably been a bit more active, if I'm being honest. Aljamain Sterling looks like he's been a lot more active. Yeah, so way more active. Only lost to Sean O'Malley by KO. Before that, he was on a tear. So I'm guessing they're going to put Aljo as the favourite here. Oh no, they're actually not putting him as... they're putting him as a favourite, but I don't think he's heavily favourite. But if it goes to the ground, I'd favour Aljo. But on the feet, I think in terms of boxing ability, Calvin Kattar is better. Now, question is, will Aljo take him down? Aljo does take a lot of people down, to be fair. But he can't. He's not good at finishing people on the ground. He can take them down, but he usually holds them. Tough one. Who's older? It's Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar can't be 36. Similar sort of age. Calvin Kattar, Aljo. Calvin Kattar, Aljo. I'm gonna go with Calvin Kattar, guys. I'm gonna say knockout round 2. Okay, next one. Oh, beast of a fight, guys. Beast of a fight. We got Jiri versus Aleksandar Rakić. Now, you got Jiri, who just lost his last fight to the current light heavyweight champion, which is Alex Pereira. I believe he got stopped in this fight. Now, he was coming back from an injury. I think it was a shoulder injury. But he did get stopped by Alex Pereira. But Alex Pereira is one of the greatest at the moment, to be fair. He's a champion in middleweight. And... he's been a champion of middleweight and light heavyweight. Now, Aleksandar Rakić was a good guy when he was coming up, guys. He was looking very, very unstoppable. But I do believe he had an injury as well. And that kept him out for a while. I don't remember what the injury was. I think it was to his leg. A knee injury, sorry. And that was back in 2022. So it's going to be about 2 years since he's fought. So in my opinion, he's less active. Alex Pereira, Jiri's last fight was in 2023. Before that, he had his injuries he had to obviously deal with. But I'm guessing Jiri is this type of guy, guys. He does a lot of this dark room theory stuff. I may do a video on it down the line. He likes to go in a dark room similar to AJ, Anthony Joshua, guys, and he locks himself in a dark room and he does these meditative practices. He likes to meditate before the fight. He's a very philosophical type of fighter. Aleksandar Rakić, guys, is a good technical fighter. He's quite tall, quite long. He uses his limbs, uses his kicks, more technically sound. But this guy's more free, more loose. He'll come at you like an animal, and he'll catch you in the fire, but at the same time using techniques, pure mixed martial arts techniques. You know what? I'm gonna go with Jiri, guys. If Jiri has learned from his last fight, he should be in a better mindset. Now, don't get me wrong, Aleksandar Rakić can definitely win. For me, it's just he's been off for too long, guys. 2 years out the ring after an injury. Jiri's got back, lost to Aleksandar. Jiri's lost to Aleksandar Pereira. But that's it. That's about it. So, yeah, man, I'm going to have to go with Jiri on this, guys. And I'm going to say Jiri by decision, guys. Jiri by decision. I could see Rakić doing it, but I'm going to go Jiri by decision. Now, onto the main card, guys. Last 5 fights. Bo Nickal versus Cody Brundage. I'm not going to even look at the records, guys. I'm just going to have to go with Bo Nickal here. I'm not saying this guy can't win. This... I'm not saying what's going on here, man. The fuck's going on with this? So again, I know Bo Nickal's that's crazy. They got him as a 1,350 minus favorite. That's crazy. So this guy's a very high favorite. So he just takes people to the ground, guys, and he submits them. He's got very good wrestling. He's an upcomer. They're giving him low-level competition. Again, I don't know who this guy is, guys, but it looks like a journeyman. So it should be another easy fight for Bo Nickal, in my opinion. Could lose. There's always that possibility. But I'm going to go with Bo Nickal, guys, on this. I'm not going to even break it down. Oh, this fight here, guys, is looking like a banger. Charles Oliveria versus Arman Tsarukyan. Now, I have to do a bit of a breakdown on this, guys. Not too in-depth, though, but I do love Charles Oliveira, guys. That guy is an animal. This guy is an animal. So, Charles Oliveira is 29, 30, 31. So his loss has only come to Islam Makhachev, and that was his only loss. Since then, guys, he's actually beat Beneil Dariush. He's only lost to Islam, guys, and Islam is a killer, guys. He's the champion right now. He lost that by submission. I think they can potentially run that back. So, other than that, before that, he was on a tear, guys. He beat Justin Gaethje, beat Dustin Poirier, beat Michael Chandler, beat Tony Ferguson, beat Kevin Lee. Look at that run, guys, this guy's had, man, since he lost to Porfet Falda back in 2017. The guy's been on an absolute tear. I remember when he lost this fight, guys, people thought he was finished. I remember when he lost to Max Holloway, guys, and they thought he was never going to fight again. He had some sort of esophagus injuries to his neck or something. But he lost 2 fights after that, guys, and then he came back as an animal. I definitely want to do a breakdown on Charles Oliveira. He's a very underrated fighter, in my opinion. He's up there. Only Islam is probably the one that's going to give him a potential problem. Now, his opponent, Arman, I've watched a few of his fights. Arman Tsarukyan, if that's how you say it. I believe he's a Russian fighter. So he's from that, I think he's from the Dagestan pedigree. Might be wrong there, guys, so just let me know. He's a lot younger, 27 years old. Charles Oliveira is probably up there in age. He's probably in his mid-30s. 34, not too old, but he's still up there. Arman Tsarukyan, he's been on the come up, so he beat Beneil Dariush in his last fight. my knockout. 23. Yeah, so he beat Benel Darouche. Charles Oliveira's last opponent was Benel Darouche as well. So they've both just beaten Benel Darouche, guys. So Benel Darouche, poor Benel Darouche, he got he basically got a battering from both these fighters. Now he's a good fighter, Arman Tsarukyan. He's like more of a ground fighter. He's got good wrestling. I think he's got good wrestling. I think he's more bases wrestling, but I think he's decent on the stand-up as well. He has got a few knockouts on his record, but for me, guys, Charles Oliveira, I love Charles Oliveira, guys, and I don't want to be biased here, but I think he's gonna be. I'm not ruling this Arman Tsarukyan geezer out, but for me, guys, Charles Oliveira needs to have a rematch with Islam, guys, because he said himself he wasn't the Charles he was supposed to be in that fight. I believe he can beat Islam, but he's just got to take himself to that next level. So I'm going to go with Charles Oliveira, guys, and I'm going to say submission, guys. Charles Oliveira is going to submit him in some sort of round. I don't know which round, but I'm going to go with that, guys. That's going to be my pick for this. These are getting juicy now, guys. Why does Max Holloway look like an old man here, guys? What they done to Max, guys? Looks alright there, but I swear it looks a little bit grey on the sides here. Sure he's not that old. But yeah, guys, Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway. This is a lightweight fight, I believe. I don't know if these lot are fighting for the BMF title. I think they may be fighting for the BMF title. I don't know. They probably should be. But yeah, so Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway is going to be a fireworks, guys. This is a sick fight, man. This card is actually quite good. It's just they could have put a few more bigger names if people were available. But other than that, guys, the card is looking crazy. Guys, why is it saying... I swear it says cancelled. Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway cancelled. No, I was about to cry, guys. Huh? I was about to cry, guys. I was about to say, what the fuck? Because I just seen it say cancelled, but it does say underneath it's still on. If this fight was cancelled, guys, that's a big fight going off the card. I don't think it's cancelled. So Justin Gaethje, guys, animal of a fighter, good leg kicks, ruthless fighter, but he's got a bit more methodical as he's gotten older in age. I think he works with Trevor Whitman. Trevor Whitman's a good coach, but a lot of his fighters are not champions anymore. But but other than that, guys, he beat Dustin Poirier in his last fight by KO. That was crazy. He beat Rafael Fiziev. I remember that fight. I had Justin Gaethje winning that. Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler. He lost to Charles Oliveira. Beat Michael Chandler. He lost to Khabib. He's only lost to the top people, guys. He's a good fighter, man. He's a very good fighter. And then Max Holloway, guys. Max Holloway is a beast in his own right. Now, the only thing I don't like about Max is a natural... Well, I don't say it's a natural, but he's more of a featherweight. He's been at featherweight for most of his career. Yeah, he doesn't usually fight at lightweight, guys. He usually fights at featherweight. So to see him now come up to lightweight, little bit of a concern. Not too big, but the last time he came up to lightweight was back in 2019 against Dustin Poirier, and he lost. Now he's lost to Alexander Volkanovski twice. He was a champ. He's lost. He lost to Alexander Volkanovski 3 times. Fucking hell, that's crazy. They made that fight 3 times. Crazy. I didn't know he lost 3 times. I thought it was twice. Oh man, he lost 3 times. Volk was a beast, but yeah, you see what happened to him with Islam. That was not nice to watch. But guys, I as much as I like Max Holloway, and I believe he's got an engine on him and everything. I just don't think he's suited to the light. I don't think he's suited, guys, to the lightweight division. I think these fighters are a little bit too big for him, man. Because when he fought Dustin Poirier last time, he was in the fight. Don't get me wrong, but he just was taking too much damage. And I'm not saying Justin Gaethje's got crazy knockout power, but he's got power. I'm not saying he's got crazy knockout power. He's got power. Max Holloway, I'm not saying Max Holloway hasn't got power as well. Oh, well, take that back. He hasn't got as much power, but he's got more of an accumulation. He's got good cardio now. Justin Gaethje's definitely got better cardio over time. He's got good low kicks. It's actually a good fight, guys, but I want to say Max Holloway, but because of the weight, guys, it's at lightweight, and that's Justin Gaethje's normal weight. Max Holloway is actually coming up now. I can't see Max Holloway doing well. I may be winning this, but I'm going to go with Justin Gaethje, and I might regret that, but I'm going to go with Justin Gaethje. I think he's been a bit more active as well. 2023. Yeah, I'm going to go with Justin Gaethje, guys. It's a similar sort of activity, to be fair, but yeah, I'm going to go with Gaethje on this one, guys. And I'm not saying Max can't win it. I don't rule Max out. All right, guys, the main event. I'm not going to even look at the records on this, guys. I'm just going to give you my prediction straight away, guys. Oh, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Let's keep it fair, guys. Let's keep it fair. I don't want to just skip. All right. Zhang Weili versus Jan Xiaonan. I don't even say her last name. Zhang Weili. I'm going to... I'll have a look at the records, man. I already got my pick, guys. I already got my pick, yeah. I've already got my pick, but I won't rule anything out. You can never rule anything out, guys. In MMA, anything can happen, yeah? Zhang Weili, how old is she now? 34. She only lost to Rose Namajunas twice. Other than that, guys, she's beating everyone. Now, Jan, her opponent, I've watched a few of her fights, not too many. She won Mackenzie Dern. She lost to Marina Rodriguez. She lost to Carla Esparza. And she won just for Jéssica Andrade and Mackenzie Dern. So, okay, not bad. Let's just have one look. Yeah, activity. What? She's had one fight. She's had one fight as well. Okay, guys, I'm going to go with... Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Zhang Weili here, guys. I've seen her fight more often, to be fair. Well, I've seen her fight more than I've seen Jan, to be honest with you. But she looks very technical in all areas, guys. Her stand-up, her ground game's very good. No, she's a balanced fighter, guys. That's what I was trying to say. She's a balanced fighter. Jan, I'm not saying she's not balanced, but I'll be honest, I haven't watched her as much. But from what I can see from Zhang Weili, she's a champion for a reason. She's only lost to Joanna Jędrzejczyk. So not Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Rose Namajunas. And she was basically a prospect as she was coming up now. She's starting to get into her, you could say, prime here. Yeah, I say Zhang Weili, and if I have to pick, I'm going to say Zhang Weili by decision, but I could see her finishing the fight as well. So yeah, now guys, the big boy, the main event. Guys, before when I looked at UFC 300 and they told me this was the main fight of the card, I just didn't give a shit about watching UFC 300, guys. I was like, what the fuck, man? I was like, yo, put some good fighters on the card, man. But to be honest, guys, as the fight's starting to get closer, I'm actually excited for this fight, like really excited for it. I went back and looked at some of Jamal Hill's fights, and I know Alex Pereira, I've seen him fight a lot. Jamal Hill, I've watched him, but not as much. But guys, I've went back and I've looked at Jamal Hill, and for me, guys, I'm gonna do let's have a look at the favorites. Yeah, so Alex Pereira is the favorite, and this is at light heavyweight. Remember, Alex Pereira's come up in weight here, so I'll have a quick look at the records, guys. But I've got my pick for this, guys, locked in, and may surprise you on this one, guys. So Alex Pereira, okay, beat Jiri, beat Jan. He lost to Izzy. He hasn't even had that many fights in the UFC, guys. He's already just came in there and he's become one of the best fighters. He's beat Izzy once, lost to Izzy once, beat Jan and beat Jiri. Who else has he fought? Let's have a look. He's fought Sean Strickland. He's fought Izzy. Izzy's up there, guys. I can't say Izzy's a shit fighter. Izzy is up there. He's a crazy kickboxer. Lost 2 months, won 2 months, fair. He beat Zhang, which is by decision, which is someone who Zhang beat Izzy, and then he beat Jiri last fight, and that was by TKO elbow. So Jiri is not a joke, guys. He's an actual good light heavyweight fighter. So that's a very good win. Now, if you look at Jamal Hill, he only lost to Paul Craig by, I think that was a submission. I'm sure he broke his arm or something. It says TK elbows and punches, but I'm pretty sure it's like some sort of submission. Since then, he came back. He beat Jimmy Crute KO. He beat Johnny Walker KO. He beat Thiago Santos KO and TKO, sorry. And he beat Glover Teixeira, and that was a fight. And guys, I've studied the guy's fights. I've watched his style. It's different to, say, a Israel Adesanya. I think it's different to anything anything Potan, Alex Pereira has faced before. But don't get me wrong, kickboxing, this guy's the G's. He's a K1 kickboxer. This guy's, you can't beat this geezer in kickboxing, guys, unless you're Israel Adesanya, in my opinion. But this is the thing, guys. My opinion, Alex Pereira is getting up there in age. He's 36. Jamal Hill's slightly younger, 32. I'd say he's a younger fighter. Now, I know his body type doesn't look that athletic, but guys, when I've seen this guy fight, he's actually slick. The more I've watched his fights, guys, the more I've liked what I'm seeing. Now, don't get me wrong, I know Alex Pereira. I know his kickboxing style. It's a problem, guys. It's a problem. He's got a dangerous left hook on him as well. Crazy low kicks. And to be honest, he's the favourite for a reason. But I'm going to go with the dark horse on this, guys. I've looked into it. I think Jamal Hill can pull this off, guys. If he's clever. He had an amazing fight with Glover Teixeira, guys. And he took him 5 rounds, but he battered him, guys. Now, Glover Teixeira is very good friends with Alex Pereira. So he's probably going to teach him everything. Oh, see, it's a hard one for me to pick because they're good friends, Glover Teixeira and Alex Pereira. They are very good friends. But that being said, he's only got to fight to what he can watch and what Glover's going to tell him about him. Other than that, nothing else. So until we get inside that ring, we ain't going to know. Now, I can see Alex Pereira coming out using the low kicks on Jamal Hill, but I do believe Jamal Hill is a little bit slicker. He's not going to be there for all the kicks. Now, I don't know how his kicking defense is. Now, if Alex Pereira just wants to take his legs out and then work the top of the body, it could be a problem. But if it's just a fight and they use their hands, I'm going to think, oh, guys, man, this is difficult. The more I think about it, it's probably going to be an Alex Pereira win, guys. He's got too many tools, guys. But I'm going to still go with the dark horse, guys. I think I'm going to go with the dark horse just based off he's slightly younger. I've seen his boxing and stuff, and he looks clean. He looks different to anything Alex Pereira's faced. And I think it's going to cause him a few problems on the feet. And he's been knocked out as well, guys. Let's not forget, Alex Pereira got knocked out by Israel Adesanya viciously. Now, don't get me wrong, he's come back from that, but we know he can be knocked out. We know he can be hurt. He was hurt in the first fight as well. And I think Jamal Hill can finish him. I think he can finish him. He's not a natural light heavyweight. He's come up in weight. Now, don't get me wrong, he's got 2 sick wins in light heavyweight. Jamal Hill's not going to wrestle him. It's going to be a stand-up fight. Jamal Hill might be able to wrestle him, but I don't believe that's his game. It's going to be a stand-up fight. I'm going to edge Jamal Hill, guys. I know it's the underdog pick, but I'm going for it. But yeah, guys, that's going to be my picks, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what picks I get right. I may do like an Excel sheet at some point, put my picks down and just see how good I am at these picks, and then maybe create some sort of Discord down the line, guys, just for fun, and we can just maybe do our picks and keep a record, keep a tally, just to see our knowledge on these fights. But yeah, guys, that's just going to be my picks, and let me know your thoughts below, man. Who do you think is going to win in these fights, man? I know you're looking forward to the card. But yeah, guys, that's just going to be my picks, and I'll catch you in the next one.